Hey everybody, Dr. Markel here, out running around. Wanted to talk about a really common and a really important topic with you for a little bit. So, ADHD affects roughly 1 in 9 kids today, making it one of the most prevalent childhood conditions out there. And you have probably heard us say that we don't necessarily we don't always reinforce labels in our office, that we don't go off of a diagnosis. That's not saying that we don't believe that they are right or that those things don't exist. What we mean by that is we are more concerned with the cause than the outward physical stuff that we see. All right. So a lot of children suffering with ADHD, and adults too, they're fidgety, they're hyperactive. People would call them impulsive probably. They are maybe a little bit louder. They maybe don't wait well in lines. And so the traditional approach is to fix that stuff. And most commonly, that means Adderall. That means Ritalin. And if you saw our workshop a couple weeks ago, you maybe read the comment that maybe kind of scared you a little bit and you didn't know. So Ritalin is the most commonly prescribed medication for ADHD. Ritalin happens to be in the same drug classification as cocaine. It is a nervous system stimulant. And so you might be saying, wait, kids who have been diagnosed with ADHD or have symptoms of ADHD, they're already got a ton of energy. Why would you be giving them a stimulant? It might seem counterintuitive, but the whole approach, the method behind the madness, I guess you'd say, is those medications, the Ritalin and the Adderall, what they do is they stimulate the release of like dopamine and other neurotransmitters that help our brain process, okay? So all the parts of our brain are firing all the time to keep us alive, to keep us moving, to keep our heart beating, our lungs breathing, our food digesting, to do all of that at the same time. And so when we are asked to focus on a task in a healthy functioning nervous system, your brain can kind of tune out the background noise, the white noise, if you will. In a kiddo who is wired hot, they are cranked, which is what the real issue is, right? In a kid who is wired hot, they are not able to turn off that white noise. And so the Ritalin and the Adderall ramp up that dopamine, ramp up those neurotransmitters, so the task that we're asking them to do or that they're trying to complete, that noise just becomes louder. So that's essentially all that they can pay attention to, I guess if you'd say. But all that other noise is still there. So yes, we do see an improvement when it comes to longer attention spans, less fidgeting, less anxious in kids who are taking those medications, but the background noise, that white noise, it's still there. The medication only addresses the outward stuff. The chaos is still raging inside, okay? And actually, I just had a conversation this morning with a mom who started chiropractic care her son started chiropractic care in July of 2017. How weird is that to say? Super weird. Started chiropractic care with her son in July, and had kind of been through the rigmarole, was displaying signs of ADHD, had terrible tummy, immune system was tanked, and mom was overwhelmed. She was burnt out. She didn't know what the heck to do. So decided that she would try chiropractic care. And we always say that chiropractic care doesn't treat this or that, but this is literally what she said when she first came in. She told me that her son had symptoms of ADHD, seemed unhappy. This is a child. A child seemed unhappy, okay? Just down. And so when he was taking his ADHD medication, she said, this is literally what she said, that he was like a zombie, that he had no interest in anything, whereas before he liked to fish and play and do kid stuff. So, started on chiropractic care, cleaned up his diet, started taking probiotics. He is no longer on ADHD medication, immune system functioning much better, tummy much better. She, like I said, I was talking with Mom this morning, said that she was looking back at a picture of her son from about a year ago, and she said, I couldn't believe how much of a skeleton he looked like. He was just there. That's not how he is now. Things are so much different, and I just want that advantage for all families affected by ADHD, because I know it might seem like you are the only one out there and that nobody knows what you're going through. People do. We do. At Healing Touch, we do. And so if you or a loved one, or if you know someone affected by ADHD, or if you think your kiddo might have ADHD, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain by getting them to a pediatric chiropractor and getting them checked to assess how their nervous system is functioning. Okay? Chat soon.